Hi everyone, welcome back to another video on this July series. Thank you very much for joining me and thank you very much for all your continued support. My name is Warren Bennett. We've got Trev wandering around somewhere behind the net there. So it's Monday the 15th of July today and obviously pretty much halfway through July as well. So 15th video of the month. So I love doing them, so hopefully you're getting something out of it too. So it's British Open week this week, isn't it, Trev? So you're going to watch the pros playing at Royal Troon. And this video is all about my 5 ways you can cure a slice. So I've got my driver in hand. I'm going to get the front camera set up. I might have to throw the ball a few times for Trev to get him out of my way, and we'll see you in a bit. Thanks very much for joining me. I really hope you're enjoying this July series. Okay, so 5 things to improve your slice. Now, I've taught a lot of people who have suffered from slice because it's one of the main faults of, say, club golfers. Difficult thing to cure, but you've got to give this club the best chance to swing from the inside and release. Now I'm going to give you 5 ways that you can do that, but at the end of the video I will give you an order of importance. So the first one is posture. This is going to be 2 for the price of 1. What you're looking for your left arm to have some gap between the top of your left arm and your body, obviously if you're right-handed. What you don't want to do, you don't want your top of your left arm to where your elbow is. You don't want that connected to your body. That's going to throw your posture out. It's going to make you a bit too right side dominant there. So you're looking for a bit of freedom there, and that's going to help throughout the whole swing as well. So get your arm away from your body at the start, and then you're looking for a little bit of shoulder tilt. You can see there my right shoulder is a little bit lower than the left. It should naturally do that anyway with your right hand being a bit lower, but just kind of feel like your right side is a little bit kind of under your left there. Just kind of tilt your shoulders back a little bit. You'll feel a bit of weight going on that rear leg as well, which is good. Okay, so that's the first one. Second one is going to be backswing. So if I was trying to help someone kind of fast track their slice, because there's a lot of drills, aren't there, to kind of, I think, was it last week that we did, was it Tuesday, Wednesday video, back to back, how to cure a slice? There's all these drills to really get you exaggerated, which is good, and really kind of blow your slice out of the water there. This is to take out in the golf course. So a bit of freedom there. Backswing, you're looking, again, it's a little bit of a 2 for the price of 1. You're looking for your coil to be the same, so you're twisting, but you're looking for your left arm to be across your body a little bit more. You can see from the behind view there, my left arm is across my right shoulder. If I look back, I can't see my right shoulder in the mirror there. You're not looking for your left arm to be out here. So for me, this would be a good position because I like the width and I can drop it down. But you slicers, remember, if you come over slightly from a shallow position with your left arm there, you're not going to be so far outside. If you come over the top from this position, you're going to be extreme. So to cut 50% of that over the top off straight away, get your left arm across your body, you're still twisting, and remember, keep it nice and locked with that left arm, which is wide basically. I've still got room between my elbow and my body there. I'm not kind of bringing my left arm across me and jamming my right side in there. There's still width at the top of my backswing, but I'm getting my left arm more across me there. And that's going to do a few different things. That's going to pull some weight onto your right side naturally, because if I just did this, my weight's not being activated at all. My twist isn't being activated. So keep it nice and passive to start with, and then left arm across, and that pulls that left shoulder across there. So it gives you a little bit more coil or turn, we call it. There we go, so a little bit flatter left arm. Got to be careful here because I'm on driver and Trev about. Let's get him out of the way, I'm not happy. Okay, let's try one. Left arm free, a little bit of shoulder tilt, and then we're going to feel this kind of left arm across me a little bit more. Oh yeah, it definitely felt like it was going to go up the right on the inside there. Okay, so if you're in a mirror, so just get your driver, or this can be with any club, but mainly with your driver, you're looking for this kind of left arm to be across that right shoulder. You can see from the behind view there, can't see this right shoulder. You're definitely not looking for this, where you can kind of see my right shoulder below my left arm there. You're looking for it to be across your body a little bit more. Remember, you can still be wide and do that. So to check that, take your left arm off, and I've still got some gap here. There we go. So left arm plane is really important at the top of the backswing. It can eliminate 50% of that over the top. Okay, so third tip is always keeping this head still. If you're moving this head laterally, it's really going to have a massive effect on what this club face is doing on the way down. So with the driver, remember, we're off our left heel area, which is naturally going to put my head behind the ball, as you can see with the line there. So my head is already behind the ball, so I don't really need to do a lot with that. So remember, left arm away, as you can see there from the behind view, hopefully. So we're twisting and we're behind the ball with our left arm a bit flatter. And you can see there, what you want to do in the downswing now is you want to really keep this head as still as you can. That allows that club to drop down. Any sort of slight lateral motion is going to have a big effect of what this club's doing. It will probably get this club fishing from the outside. What you're looking for is this little kind of exercise of keeping this head still and allowing these arms to drop down. It governs how these arms and club are swinging on the way down. So keeping this head behind, back where it started. You can see top drivers of the ball, he probably does this too much. If I can, I'll put a video on. Rory kind of sits back behind it, probably does it too much. But you can see there, great drivers of the ball behind. But remember, you've got most of that built into your posture. So you're twisting, left arm across, feel it across you a little bit more, and then head still. And that leads me on to the fourth one. So the downswing is kind of two feelings for the price of one. We've got our head still. You really kind of get some lateral shift slightly into your bottom half. So head and lateral shift. So the lateral shift is the fourth thing. That allows these arms to drop nice and light. Lateral shift with your pockets, only slightly, you don't need to go mad. There we go. So I'm kicking in my right knee a little bit, getting a bit of weight off my right side. There we go, that's exaggerated. That's how you hit a big hook starting right. And that's the feeling you want to try and create, you slicers. So those two feelings are kind of entwined with each other. Keeping your head still will allow your bottom half to go, and your bottom half going will kind of keep your head back as well. So they're kind of 6 of one, half a dozen the other. Let's give it a go. Nice free left arm, right shoulder under, nice bit of spine tilt to start. You can see my head's behind the ball there naturally. Okay, good left arm, plain on the way back. And with lateral shifting, head still. Oh yeah, that was more like it. Okay, so let's move on to the fifth and final one. So as you can see from the slow motion there, hopefully the left arm is across me a bit at the top of the backswing. And on the way down, my head from the front view is keeping nicely behind the ball. It's only for a fraction, isn't it? But that allows the kind of structure of the separation of this bottom half and this top half. And it's only for a fraction, isn't it? You're allowing your head to be nice and passive while you're kind of kicking your pockets and your knees forward, allowing this to drop. Okay, so let's move on to the fifth and final one, which is release. So I've had a few people contact me about release and about how they're is it just subject to pros only because they find it really hard to square this club up. So to the point where I think I'm going to do a video on Wednesday. I think tomorrow I'm going to do one 5 ways to stop a hook. I'm doing the slice, so I'll do a hook as well tomorrow. But really, if you're in the right place, you can't release enough. I've seen very, very few people over-release it if you're doing it correctly. Yeah, so if you're setting yourself up for success from the inside there, you can kind of try and slam this door as quick as you can. Now, like I said, I've had a few people contact me to say they really find it hard to kind of square this club face up, especially if they're working a little bit more inside, which this is. They're really finding it difficult to kind of really square this up, and they're keeping the club face open. So release for a lot of people, especially slicers, is too passive. It kind of happens too late. So a lot of people I gave lessons to, they felt like they were releasing it, but the club face was still open and they're probably releasing it post-impact, probably quite a long way past impact. So I would say this kind of drop down, head behind, and now release is probably kind of an all-in-one feeling, because by the time you feel like kind of head still and lateral, the ball's already gone. So I'd say it's a kind of a dual feeling all in one. And you can really practice this kind of release. You can see what the club is doing. You want it rolling for you slicers. You want it rolling completely 180 degrees. And the only way to influence that is your hands. So you've got to get your hands moving from one side of the ball and completely rolling over to the other. So there's that 180 degree movement in a very short space of time. So we're talking like hip height to hip height. And to do that, I would kind of do it with an iron. So let me just grab an iron quick. So you're just looking for this little half swing exercises. So you just kind of keep it flow, keep it moving. And you're looking for this complete roll here. So if this was left hand only, I'm going to see in this follow through, if I take it off, I'm going to see my fingers and my knuckles here of my left hand more. So you're really feeling this really over roll, especially before impact. If you have trouble squaring this face up, you have to feel it, not more, you have to feel it earlier. So I'd say from about here, you're going to really start feeling this right hand really take over a lot. So as much as you can. So the ball will tell you if you need to feel like an earlier release, much earlier. But people who slice it generally are very passive. So what they're feeling like they're releasing is too late. It's post-impact. So you're looking for it to be pre-impact. So you're looking for this release to be much earlier than you think. Even if you feel like you're going to release it before and you just hit like an overdraw, that's a good practice. So back to a driver. If you're feeling like you're kind of, right, okay, I think I can get this. I think I can get my head behind. I think I can get a little bit of lateral shift. Left arm across is always good. And you're going to feel like you're going to over-release this. You're going to feel like your right hand is overtaking your left even before impact. It's the same if you're doing like 10-pin bowling. It's like you're rolling that right hand, aren't you? But in golf, it happens so quickly and you can't feel it. I would say I'd really encourage you to kind of feel like you're actually doing it. And I've had people come to me, feel like they're actually doing it before impact. So remember, that's always going to be a seesaw between what your hands are doing and the kind of your path, and that's the pre-impact, what's going on before that. That's always going to be a seesaw. But like I said, I'll go into more detail of that on Wednesday. Okay, let's send one away to finish. Left arm out, as you can see from behind view, a little bit of shoulder tilt, you can see with the angle with the line. So we're going to twist, coil, keep our left arm across us a little bit flatter. Now, the downswing feeling is probably 3 in 1, I would say. It's 3, 4 and 5 all at the same time. It's lateral shift, head still and release. Whew. Let's go for it. Lateral shift, head still, so I'm still looking back, still got this kind of spine tilt, reverse C look here, which is obviously too much. This is how to hit a big hook. And then we're going to really release our right hand earlier than you think. Oh yeah, that felt quite nice, that one. If you follow these 5 things, if you do it correctly, and under speed and nice and light with your hands and arms, you've got the best chance here for this club to kind of come back to the ball a little bit more neutral. And curing a slice is very difficult because the fear of it is to go right, and what I'm doing now is kind of encouraging the club to swing out to the right a little bit. So it's kind of, it takes a bit of courage. But I'd always start at the range if you can, and because there's no real result base there, is there? You have no fear, you've got another shot to hit. And remember, these 5 things aren't to do at once. Obviously the posture work is kind of before you take the club face back, so it's always a little bit easier that. So you've got kind of 4 things to juggle here. So order of importance, what would I do first? I would always do the posture because that's pretty easy. That's before the club face goes back. And I would say the backswing is always a good one, because if you can get this left arm in a bit of a flatter position, even if you come over the top from there, you're going to be less over the top from a flat position at the top of the backswing. And then the second one I would say is head. If you can keep your head nice and still, that's going to encourage a little bit of lateral shift. That's kind of debatable with kind of who the individual is. Kind of like I said, the lateral shift can kind of help the head. It's like a chicken and egg one there. Okay everyone, so from a noisy by the sea seagulls. Oh, there's a big bird of prey, that's why. They're going after him. Okay everyone, so if you've got any comments, I'd love to hear from you. Good or bad. And what's worked for you in the past in terms of curing your slice. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to hear from you where you're watching. So from a very sunny southeast of England, we bid you farewell. Have a great golfing day if you're playing. Stay healthy on and off the golf course today, and we'll see you tomorrow, which is all about 5 ways to stop a hook. So from myself, and at last a sleepy Trev in the corner there, we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching everyone, and we'll see you then. Cheerio.